Oh, hello everybody, and welcome to. I don't even think I recorded that. Welcome to a Silent Voice manga chapter 60 live reaction view, and apologies for 59 not being out last week. I basically didn't have the time to upload it, so yeah, but yeah, it'll obviously be out today. Well, you'll obviously have seen it before this. So yeah, let's continue. We have got one more chapter after this. Nothing. I don't see how this is going to end without going into a Katachi 2. Nishiyama's going to Tokyo. Ishida currently defeated to the max. I decided to stop and compose myself. Why is it that I can support Sahara and Ueno going to Tokyo but not Nishiyama? Tokyo is a scary place and you can't hear, so don't go. Even as the words were leaving my mouth, I realized I didn't mean them. Obviously! The long and short of it is that I just don't want her to go. There we are. It's nothing but pure selfishness. There we are. You finally realized it. You're not as stupid. If you're that worried about Nishiyama-san, why don't you just go to Tokyo with her? Huh? How'd you know? Please, I can see your face. It's not like there's anything else you want to do, is there? Don't you worry about the money. Just do as you like. Wow, okay. Didn't expect the mother to say. Maybe I can. Maybe it can end without Katachi too. Well, I did say in 59 that I might have to wait and see to see where this goes. If there isn't any more kerfuffles in this one. Jingling, is that her? Sorry about yesterday. I gave things a lot of thought since yesterday. The truth is, a part of me was fascinated by Tokyo, but I guess that alone isn't a very good reason to go, is it? There is Yuzuru to worry about as well. Oh, you prick, Ishida! And I would be... Oh, yeah. And I would be lonely leaving my family, not to mention you and the others. I can earn my license from anywhere, so I'll work that closer to home instead of Tokyo. Oh, my. The mum's just looking over. What do you do, boy? I feel so guilty. Wow, so Nishiyama-san wants to go to Tokyo? I think it'd be a big waste not to go. Have you replied yet? No, not yet. I don't know how to reply. Why not just tell her you'll go with her? That's the second person! I mean, not to sound strange or inexperienced, but doesn't that sound a little bit weird? My mum said the same thing. Sheesh. Were you planning to go to a local college, Ishida? Yeah, although it's not like there's something I really want to do. I just sort of figured I'd stay around here my whole life. Watching my mum tend to customers puts me on edge. I'll sometimes catch myself wondering if any weirdos came in, or thinking about how scary that last guy was. I'm the only man around the house, so I've always worried about her. I'd never even thought about leaving home. Huh? You guys aren't having trouble deciding? You know what you're doing after we graduate. I'm going to film school. I'm doing my best to convince my parents. Oh. Heh, you don't know when to quit, do you, Nagakun? What are you looking... What? Are you looking to start a war? I mean that in a good way. I meant that in a good way, rather. You're going to be a teacher, right, Mashiba-kun? Yep, I'm going to Kusai University. But I'm going to think over whether or not to become a teacher a little longer. I guess the feeling I only thought I found the right dream for me. Oh, is that right? Right now we're high school students, but once we graduate we'll be nothing. So we've got to find what we want to do first. True that, buddy. Which school are you going to, Kawaii-san? Me? To the same one as you? Ah, do you like me that much? Are they gonna get together by the end? Yep. Naga and Ishida are just like, oh my god. Kawaii-san, you should do what you want to do. Yeah. Oh, that was his response to her. This is what I want to do. This is me. Really? Then go for it. Okay. Hey, Mabushi-kun. If you're not interested, you've got to turn her down firmly. How do you feel about Kawaii-san? I like her. Really? Yep. Almost as much as I like kids. What? So she comes in around third. Wow, she's pretty high on the list. I like kids too. Welcome home. ... What is it? What made you decide to become a hairdresser, Mum? Well, it looks fun, doesn't it? Snip, snip. Is that all? That's all. Oh, I almost forgot. Take a look at this. Yuzuru-chan won the award for excellence in the city contest. What? Isn't that incredible? Oh, this is the photo of Nishiyama. This is the photo Nishiyama sent. Yuzuru-chan's here right now, so why don't you take the gelatin in the fridge? Take her the gelatin in the fridge. Oh, okay. Hey, Yuzuru, congrats on winning the contest. Indeed. She's in a school uniform! Have a seat. Did you go to school? You look good in your winter uniform. Indeed. Now hurry up and take a seat. By the way, this is a quiz. As you can see, I scored rather terribly. I'm not surprised. Oh, you're right, this is bad. I just barely managed to keep Shoko and Mum from spotting it. I'm in it deep this time. Have mercy, kind sir. You must help me. Sure, looks like you finally got motivated, huh? Indeed. It is that time after all. Mind if we take care of my homework first? Sure, I'll look it over for you. So, to start, why don't you see how much you can do by yourself? Then here you do this. Why is she saying indeed a lot? This is strange. I'm doing my best to convince my parents. Once we graduate, we'll be nothing. This is me. Yuzuru, Nishiyama said she's gonna give up on going to Tokyo. I know. I guess it's pretty hard for her to leave with me still in this shape, huh? Ah, I see. Sis is the one who gave me this chance to go back to school with that photo. Everyone praised it at school today, even people I didn't know. So I've got to live up to those expectations. Oh, don't do that. Then on the next test you should study hard and get 100. You sure about that? I should probably aim for around 30. Or Sis might get so relieved she actually runs off to Tokyo. Yeah, she might, but that's for the best. Will you be okay? Yeah. Then is it okay if I tell her I support her going to Tokyo? Yeah. I got a reply from Nishiyama. She thanked me and said she would think it over carefully, and that she would support my dream as well. My dream. I've barely even thought that far ahead. But I'm sure Nishiyama will do what she wants, and the others will do what they want. So what about me? What will I become? The boy worries, struggles, and time passes. Our story reaches its climax. Yep, it's doing what Girlfriends did, because that's the only short manga I did. It's gonna do a time skip. Okay, be right back. Right then. Basically, this chapter basically killed a Kono Katachi 2, which I'm disappointed at, but at the same time I'm okay with that. It just depends where 61 is going to go next week. So, the chapter started off with Ishida feeling guilty, and feeling like, like a complete idiot. He knows the reasons why he said I didn't want to go. He was being selfish. I mean, he was okay with Ueno and Sahara going. Like, he was fine with all that. But just Shoko. He hasn't admitted that he likes her, though, so I can see that this... While the love was one-sided, with Shoko, of course, and Ishida not really realizing it, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's not a big tease, like, a kiss, well, going in for a kiss and then stopping at midway, just like going back, jumping back to a window. You know what I'm on about. But yeah, so I'll be okay if the romance doesn't. No, I'll be okay if they don't actually get together. As long as they're happy, I'll be fine. But that's the next chapter. The mum realizes that he doesn't want Shoko to go, so she suggests that why not go with her, as well as Kawaii. And to be perfectly honest, I find that a little bit strange. I mean, is it okay to go with her? I mean, doesn't that feel a bit weird, like you're stalking her or something, or clinging to her almost? I mean, to me, when you're doing that, you kind of had no faith in her because of what she is. I mean, you know that she's deaf and that would have a bit like a problem. I mean, and if she can figure out, I mean, she's not stupid. I mean, I'm sure she'd figure it out like that. But even if you don't have it that way, she'd probably see it that way, you know? But yeah, everyone starts talking about their dreams, and like Naga wants to be a film director. He's going to convince his parents, and Bucci still wants to be a teacher, but he needs to think it over. And then Kawaii wants to go to the same university or college as Mabuchi, and then he's just like, "Oh, do you want to go? This is what you want?" And then she's just like, "Yes," and then he's just like, "Then I'm okay with that." And then the question asks, like, if you don't like her, why don't you set it down gently? And he says, "I like her as much as kids." So, well, if he wants to be a teacher, he has to like kids, so yeah. And she's the top 3, so yeah, I like kids too. She goes. And then we find out that Yuzuru won a contest with her picture, and I'm assuming that's the one with Sahara, you know, in a model suit. And she went back to school and she scored bad on a test, which is only logical. And she was a little bit worried about her mum and sister seeing. Yuzuru doesn't want Shoko to go. But she doesn't want her to be the one that made her stay. She's trying her best. She wants to score high on her scores, so Shoko can feel that Yuzuru is fine to be left to her own devices and be trusted because she scored a 4. I mean, this would be cause for concern for anyone. I mean, and then Shoko will want to stay and help Yuzuru with the catching up. But she goes to Ishida instead because, yes, there's a friendship side, but it's not that family thing. I don't really know how best to describe it, but, well, Ishida isn't leaving, as far as we know. We don't really know his dream as of yet. We don't even know if he's actually going with Shoko. He may not. So yeah, Ishida is supporting Shoko, and Shoko is deciding to go to Tokyo, and Shoko will support Ishida in his dreams. But he doesn't know what to do. I feel sad that this is ending, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I know Naruto is ending the manga, and the anime this year as well because of the last movie. I haven't watched or read that. I don't know what it's like to have a series that you like finish. But now I do, but it's not as strong, and I know it wouldn't be as strong as something that is long running. I mean, you obviously know what I'm gonna refer to, so well, for those who don't, obviously Bleach. I mean, when that ends, I'm gonna be tearing up. But yeah, it's sad that this is gonna end. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for a Kono Katachi too. But yeah, the drama has been cleared up, but what has got to be cleared up or addressed now is Ishida's dream. And this chapter, for some can of worms that was opened up last week, this was actually paced out rather well and settled in a realistic manner. And I'm going to give this chapter a 9 out of 10. Very enjoyable, good read. It had the feels because it's the last week. We've got one more chapter to go. So yeah, see you next week for the final review of live reaction review of Kono Katachi. It's going to be a field trip. Good day.